And feeling liberated, calling in Sally. I'm from Bira 224, don't worry about the ring number. Shout out Bira 1 and clearly and you resist. Feliz Colo Songe, Zia Gola Zonge, Ulashe Gole Meti, Yakuze Fumane Bida. So Gola say, Shala Koning up Funi no Bona. Bira 2, we got a source, Sabasa Jaba, we poop and love
it. It's your girl Puri, and this is EclipseRSA. Beside me, I have the noted Azzy himself, but I'm not gonna introduce him. He's gonna introduce himself. Tell them who you are and where you're from, Buti.
Okay, thank you so much. Greetings to you and your viewers. My name is Azame Mqokweni. Originally I'm from Bizana in the Eastern Cape here in the Eastern Cape. Yeah, I'm a student here at University of Fort Hare, Alice campus.
Oh, you said from Bizana?
Yes.
Bizana, your boy is representing you here. Stand up. Shout out to Bizana. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up? You said you grew up in Bizana, right?
Mm-hmm.
You grew up in Bizana, and how was like the childhood? How was the childhood like?
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, I grew up. First of all, I grew up in a family where there's a lot of people within an extended family. At home, my mother and dad are married, right? And then they've got like 8 children. We are 8. Then my father also have got like 7 outside marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. So my father was, when I was growing up, my father used to be an alcoholic, I would say. Yeah. He started working at a very young age, but he was not taking care of us as his children. Yeah. So we had to hustle at a very young age. Yes, that's how we grew up.
You grew up like
hustling, because he couldn't afford us because he was an alcoholic. He was not taking care of us, so we had to hustle on to get clothes, to get everything. Yeah.
Okay, so to viewers at home, what would you say like to a 12-year-old? What would you say?
Yeah, okay. To a 12-year-old or to any children out there, I would say just know your why you exist. It's very important. Your why will make you to be strong. Your why will gonna keep you going even during the toughest time and moments in your life. Then you must have a dream and make sure that every day you wake up in the morning and you follow up your dream.
Bonana. I hope you had that. Keep that in mind.
Speaking of kids, do you have any kids? Do you wish on having any kids?
Yeah, okay, actually today is Father's Day. Yes, I do have one.
Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have one, yes. He's a baby boy. So I'll be turning 2 years next week.
Can we be expecting maybe like second born anytime soon?
No, I don't wish to anytime soon. No.
How has the varsity been?
Okay.
Especially the first year.
Yeah. Okay. I won't go deep, but I've got a story. Whenever I share the story, they used to cry, but I guess today I don't want to make anyone cry today. But it's a simple story. So first of all, when I was firstly in 2015 I had a gap year, right? So I didn't apply, so I had to hustle getting school, but I couldn't get school. I had a gap year. First of all, when I was first year, I was not funded. It was very difficult because I didn't know anyone here. I was not funded. Sometimes I used to sleep without even eating. Sometimes I was given, every month I was given 300 rand at home. Can you just imagine how can you do, what can you do with 300 rand a whole month? Everything there, toiletries.
And other kids have money around.
So yeah, but that made me to be strong and to also want to help others when I was at least now a postgraduate student.
Oh, okay. So
can I ask you on the gap year thing, man? I also had a gap year.
Okay.
So how can you advise like people that come out of grade 12, especially those just fresh out of grade 12, they have a gap year? I myself believe in productivity, man.
Yes.
So I believe you should be very productive. How would you advise people that came out of grade 12 and now they have a gap year?
Okay, thank you so much. You know what? Myself, my experience, I used my gap year very productively because remember I said we are coming from a family where I couldn't get support. I had to do a hustling at a very young age. So I used my my gap year in 2015 to hustle to get some job. Then I managed to buy myself clothes to even prepare for the following year, which was my first year in 2016. So if you have a gap year out there, make sure that you use your gap year very productive so that you don't forget, because that gap year can be also destructive to you. Yes.
You said you have 8 siblings. So, what does a household with 8 siblings look like? Because I have a few siblings, but we're always fighting. Don't you guys fight? Like, isn't there conflict and stuff? And how do you handle it?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. Okay, no, I think it depends how you understand each other. Of course, as kids, you're gonna be different, right? With different personalities, of course. But I think, yes, of course, I want to refer that sometimes you will fight, but it matters how you resolve those conflicts. So, me and my siblings, I think we have a good relationship. Yes, at the very young ages, we used to fight, but we used to be also resolve.
Are you the oldest?
No, I'm the third. So I've got 5 after me.
What would you guys usually fight for? Like, can you paint a scenario for us?
Yeah, of course. Okay, of course. I will also say that when you are many, there's always parents they favor this one. Sometimes even when they do something, even if it's not that big, but if it's done for someone else, we think that this one's most loved. Yeah, special. So, but sometimes if you remember, I said we were many at home and our parents couldn't afford us. So if there is something maybe over food or something, then we would fight over that. But I think as we grow up, so we understood and we tried to hustle so that we can eliminate that thing. So yeah.
So it was never like petty fights.
Yeah, no.
My siblings and I would fight for like who watches cartoons more, like who wants to watch this channel.
Yeah.
Omni is standing in front of the TV so the other can watch. But yeah.
Yeah, but just with that, also I don't like TV a lot, but with the DSTV at home, there's my last born, my father's last born, and the eldest. They used to fight over the remote, who's gonna watch what. Yeah, remote. At times, I remember there was this other time they called me because my older sister is staying at home, and also our last born is at home. My father's last born. So there was that time. So I think they had to renew the license for DSTV. So they didn't have money, and my sister said she had money, but she won't renew it because of this little one. But eventually she renewed it.
I heard you doing a lot of things around school. You're Herbalife coach, also in PASMA. Like, why did you come up with the idea of going to gym, and like, what exposed you to Herbalife thingy?
Okay, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Actually, I get a lot of questions around that. Okay, first of all, before 2020, before COVID happened, I used to be very skinny. So I wanted to work
on... you wanted to be buff?
Yeah, no, not that buff, but just to improve my body,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so before COVID, I used to be very skinny, and I wasn't, every day when I wake up in the morning, and I'm undressed, like I'll look at myself and like, I'm not happy with this body. Yeah, but you know what? The funny thing is that I couldn't work on myself. I always wanted to work on myself, but I couldn't work because I was always busy around campus and I was lazy, of course.
Yeah, that's when
So COVID happened. Then I was at home doing nothing, depressed because of what was going on the country and worldwide. So I decided, no, I should start the gym thing. Then I had my colleague who was here before, who was Liolo, but she so introduced me to Herbalife. Then we started the game. Ever since then, I never looked back. So we've been.
What would you tell the viewers about Herbalife?
Okay, yeah. I know there are many perceptions and things about Herbalife. Okay, Herbalife is just a nutrition, and it's not. I would say it's not a supplement, but it's just a nutrition. That's like food that you normally eat, but it's just high in its quality. Yeah. So if you want to try Herbalife, it helped me, so you can try it out. Also, maybe it can work for you, but it worked for a lot of people, including myself.
Like I said, guys from PASMA are all bouncers.
and the girls are virgins.
Yes.
Is it true? Is it true?
Yeah. There's that song. Yeah.
I have a question though.
Yeah.
Like, what is the importance of having a side hustle?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a great question. So especially as a student. In fact, as a student, it's very important to have a side hustle. I mean to say. So especially, for instance, like me, if you're coming from a family where you don't get that much support, not because they don't want, but because of the situation, financial situation back home. So it's very important to have a side hustle. I mean to say. Yeah.
English is not our mother
Yeah,
tongue.
I know. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, it's very important to have it because it helps you even, for instance, as a student who's earning NSPAS or any bursary, but also it's important to supplement your income so that you can be able to do things for you, and also if you have people depending on you at home. Yeah.
Yeah, and the money that you're making for yourself, it's it's gonna be enough for you than the money you're getting from someone.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Oh, okay, so okay, this one is the last question, I think.
Okay.
Why did you choose this institution? This is like, oh, it is a great institution, and it produced like various international state of heads like Nelson Mandela, or Steve Biko, Basugala,
Yes,
or Oliver Tambo.
Yeah.
Like, it's a great institution. Why did you choose it?
Okay, first of all, I had a cousin of mine who started here.
Yeah.
So I asked her to apply for me here. And also I applied to other varsities. I got accepted at University and also UKZN. But you know what? I loved Forte because I saw how she was in terms of like the leadership skills that she possessed. So I was like, okay, maybe now since they're also like head of state that started here, maybe if I can come here, I can be a leader one day. So,
a leader one day.
Yeah, and I believe I'm in that process of being a leader.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And what would you say to the youth of today in terms of the country state, in terms of voting, and next year we have elections, big elections coming around? How would you advise fellow youth?
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, first of all, I think we need to be we need to be inquisitive of what's happening around the country. Yeah, directly or indirectly, it's affecting us. I know a lot of people, especially youth, including myself. Before I was conscious and inquisitive about what's going on. I used to be like reluctant to vote. I would say no, I won't vote because even my vote won't matter because there are parties that have got large number of people. My vote won't matter anymore. But I advise and encourage youth, especially that like next year we're going for elections, that they must partake in voting because your vote is your voice.
I have a question from Usisongene, one of our viewers. So
Okay.
Usisongene is asking, have you ever wanted to give up? And if so, how did you overcome that?
Okay, yes. Like I said, I like this question a lot. Né? So, there were moments where I felt like, especially in 2016 was the first year, I remember around this time, winter time, I used to have like sandals, né? One. And you know, before COVID, right? So we were attending like contact physical classes, right? So remember it's very cold in the morning, even afternoon, but in the morning you've got like 8 a.m. class and you have to go there. I didn't have shoes, to be honest. So I had those sandals. So there was this other time like sometimes I would feel like I don't want to go to a class because I was always wearing those sandals even if it's cold. So I remember there was this lady who asked me, why you always wear you? In fact, I said, you like sandals, and even if it's cold, you like them. And I said, no, I like them.
You know why?
Yeah, and I like them a lot. And I knew behind that, it was because I love, but I hadn't choice. But fast forward to the question. So there were those moments where I felt like, hey, but I feel like I can give up. I feel like, but also like I said to you earlier on, your why. It's very important to have a strong why. If you've got why, what keeps you going? Like that intrinsic motivation. Even if you want to give up, if you want to, no, I can't go anymore. But that why is gonna always remind you to be. It's gonna be alarm. Even if you are sleeping, but when you wake up, you feel like, why I'm here? I need to chase my dreams. So
Okay.
it's
Enough about school and academics. Let's go into your love life. Are you dating?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I saw your Facebook
Can I
status.
get-
in a relationship.
Yeah.
So tell us about your relationship. How what's happening there?
Okay,
Tell us
in terms of
about love, rather.
okay. I
About being in love.
yeah.
Jan.
Okay.
Yeah, Jan.
Yeah. No. You know what? What I would say is that before you can choose to be with someone, I would say start that person because a lot of people I saw indirectly. So I saw people like falling in love with people without studying them. I mean, getting to know more about the person. Yeah, I know part of the relationship is gonna know as it goes on.
Yeah.
But I think like before you can even start, you maybe at a distance, or you can try to maybe friend zone or something. But
Yeah,
but,
just
but
to
keep
get
the
to know
person,
that
keep the
person.
person close. Because if you want to be in a relationship, like you want to last with the person, you must first start a person and see if the person possesses the qualities you want in a relationship.
Yeah. I feel as if like people confuse like those two words, love and like.
Yeah.
They think like loving someone, you just love someone. You can't just love someone, just
The first sake
you,
of
you,
love.
you first get to know that person.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
You said that before you start dating someone, you must learn how they are. Maybe friend zone them.
Yeah,
Right?
maybe, yeah.
So like in my I think grade 11, my LO teacher was like, you wouldn't advise that because you know when you start putting titles to things start being different. For example, let's say you're dating Usma,
Yeah.
right? Oh, and now you guys are friends. You're still getting to know Usma. Usma likes drinking. She likes partying. She likes going out, maybe with her friends. Then you start dating her, and you're like, okay, Usma, don't go out now.
Change that.
You try changing her because you know the friendship aspect of her. You don't know the relationship.
Okay.
And then you guys go into marriage. Now all of a sudden you don't want Smart to chill
go
with her
out.
single friends.
Okay.
You see. So what is your take on that? Do you not think that putting titles on things may change the relationship dynamics? Because maybe for example, maybe Rand is like, Rand is my friend. She's chilled. She does this and this. But in a relationship, maybe I'm dramatic. Maybe I like being babied, which is true. I am a baby, guys.
Yeah. So like I said, when you start with someone, you also know about the previous experience of that person. I believe, yes, I know that when you are in a relationship and when you're in a friendship, it's gonna be different. But I feel like if you keep that person close to you, you're gonna know even her or his experiences like about the previous relationships and stuff. So you're gonna ask maybe, like for instance, you find him or her not dating, you're gonna ask maybe, tell me about, because you're close, not even friends, deep friends, but just friends. You can ask about this person, what made you to break up with your person. Just by both conversations, I think you can get to know, even though sometimes that person cannot tell you deep truth about what happened, but I think you can have an insight of how the person is. Yeah.
Let's go into entertainment. How do you balance? Because guys, the other day Azame at this other club, I'm not going to mention its name, in East London.
Yeah.
He went from there at the top and he was there down. He was so lit. And he's still doing good in academics. He's still a student activist. So how do you balance?
Is politics also?
Yeah, student politics also. How do you balance groove and all that? Because sometimes you get stuck, Sometimes it's either focused on school, everything is school, or you are groove, everything is groove. So how would you advise people to balance both?
Okay, yeah, like you said, I'm involved in a lot of things and activities that I'm doing. Even a day, sometimes I always have time management. And of course, like I said, whatever that you do, time management is going to be influenced by your why. You know how important everything is in your life. So everything, you know why you're doing it. So for instance, I remember it was 2021 when I was doing PGCE. I was so busy, and most people were doing PGCE. They're always like, I'm busy, I can't do this, I can't focus on this. But I used to focus in all of the things that I used to do even before doing PGCE. So I think it's a matter of how you balance your time, and of course knowing the importance of each and everything. You make it your love, your first love, everything, then you're gonna give it your own energy and time.
Yeah, no, I relate. I always tell Umosa, because he asks me also like, Rams, you're doing too many things. How are you doing this? And you're still an A student. And I'm like, you see, if I was not doing all these things, I wouldn't be an A student.
Yeah.
Because everything I do, I want it to excel. Like I can't do anything 50%. You know what I mean? So, and also, I feel like if you're doing one thing, then you're not encouraged. You see, with me, say I'm at a meeting for political things, and I'm thinking, okay, school. When I get home, I'm gonna be like, for that time, I wasn't
of course.
there, I worked harder. You know what I mean? So I'd also like the viewers to remember that. If guys, expose yourself. It's varsity. This is your time to network, get to know people, get involved in these activities. They will also help you with your academics, your work ethic. If you work hard in your politics, it will transpire in your academics as well.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, I have a question though. Since you're like the name Alice, since you're like, it sounds very interesting to be honest. Yeah, but then like when you come here, it's another thing. So since you're like, were your expectations, like what were you expecting to find? And since you're like, are you happy with what you actually found? Since you're like
Okay, I'll be honest with this one. Like I'm coming from Bizana, right? And to be honest with you, I've never been out of Bizana. Like I used to go to Durban and just the neighboring towns in Durban because I'm close to Durban. But even in Mthatha, it was my first time to go to Mthatha in 2015 when I wanted to get school, but I couldn't get it in 2015. So I wouldn't say I expected much because, of course, I was not exposed to much.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. But also when I got here, because like I would say it's rural and it's the same as where I'm coming from, where there's Ubuntu sharing, and this institution is different in our institution in a way that people who are starting here, they've got those values of Ubuntu, they're loving each other, they're just a kind of community.
Like a community.
Yes, of course, like where I'm coming from. But in terms of those people who want entertainment, like high quality entertainment clubs, so it's not good for those. But we can always make life be good even if you are
It's a
here.
very nice place to relax.
Yes, of course.
You really give enthusiasm and determination. I had you in politics, right?
Yeah.
So what would you encourage people to join PASMA? You're in PASMA?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what would you encourage people to join PASMA?
Okay, interesting. Okay, PASMA here, especially here at Forte, here at Forte and Alice, is known to be just that minor political organization where they've got like less members, especially before. But you know, when I joined, when I came here, first of all, I went. It was only 3 organizations here. I went to all of them just to observe what's going on. And this person always sings love songs and stuff. Then I would sing, and then people would be like, hey, this first year is so singing. I remember I went to this other political party, and they loved me a lot. But when they saw me to another one, they were like, "Hi, boo, so Payana," because I hadn't chosen that time. So yeah, fast forward. I chose PASMA because of what I saw to them. Even though at the time, especially at that time, they were a very minor organization, but I loved how they were in terms of the organization. They loved each other. There was no drama. Yes, I've heard of dirty politics, but I would say in PASMA there were no dirty politics. I mean, it was good organization. I was like, okay, I belong there. So I went there.
PASMA is home. If you're watching this and you're in Forte, come and sign a membership form. You're always welcome. Everybody is welcome.
Of course.
Oh, okay, it was nice. Before we close, okay.
I've seen you like MC.
You also have a question?
Okay.
And I've seen you MC like quite a lot of events. When
Okay.
you're here.
Yeah, he
Yes.
participated in a lot of
To
things.
people that like want, because I know there's a lot of students that want to MC that are public speakers.
Yeah.
How would you say they should go about? What corners should they take to get to a place where they can like MC things and be part of like the organizations that
Okay.
have the things?
Okay, thanks for the question. But what I can just say is that you said yourself, you advertise yourself. So you started in a very low level, then you climb up the ladder. So for instance, myself, I started like to do this thing of MC like in a very small program. If you want to grow, you don't undermine the opportunity given to you, and always shine wherever you are. Don't say I will shine maybe when I get to this level, but start where you can start. Then it's gonna be gradual. So myself, I started at a very low level, but now I'm like climbing the ladder every day. So yeah.
Yeah, you said yourself. I remember.
Very last one, guys.
Okay.
Very last one. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
it's good.
I have seen you in videos. You're a gym man. They mentioned the Herbalife thing, but they didn't mention the gym thing, which is I feel is very important. If you're gonna have Herbalife, you should balance it out with the gym.
Yeah.
Now, could you influence everyone who's been like myself and Musa?
Yeah.
To join,
Yeah.
like to join gym and stuff. Like, please, let's talk to the viewers. Man.
Yeah, of course. I think last week I had an interview with the Institute Advancement, asking me more questions about the gym stuff. They were interested about why I'm doing this, the rationale behind it, doing it. Okay, thank you for that question. Okay, for me, like you said, gym is very important, not only for physical fitness. For me, I started because I wanted to be physically fit, but also it helps you in your mental health, in your like even emotional intelligence, how you manage emotions, because you train your brain when you're training at the gym. So you relax, you cool, even the brain functioning. So it's very important to take care of your mental health through exercise.
Yeah, he said you.
Besides gym and student activism, student politics, what are your hobbies? Like, what do you do for fun?
Okay. Yeah, what I will just say to you is that I love to be with people. That's
You're a people's person. I must say.
Yeah, of course. Because for instance, I love singing, especially Mqokweni, where there are people singing.
You're so energized.
I love like having conversation like this one, just having about real conversation about things that are happening around. Those are my hobbies. I don't like watching TV too much. Yes, I watch TV. I watch maybe TikTok on social media, but I like to be where there are people. That's the hope.
Interactions.
Yes, interactions.
You don't like being behind the
yes,
screen.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then oh, sorry.
You're asking a question.
No, I wasn't asking a question really. I was almost. He said that you should sell yourself.
Yeah.
I remember I saw you last year in orientation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You were like, wherever you go, you should leave a mark.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you're speaking about like selling yourself, I'm remembering that day. I know you from that day.
Oh.
That when I knew this
He
guy.
left his mark.
Okay, yeah. You left your mark.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Favorite piano song?
Oh, there are a lot of songs. My piano song I love. Yeah.
Azame.
Yeah, Master. So there are a lot of songs that I love on piano. So I would mention many.
Okay. Yo, the energy. The energy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't dance, guys. I can't.
Thank you so much for
Okay.
joining us.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, it was nice having you. Thank you so much. I think this is it.
Okay.
Any last remarks? Any last
Oh.
words? Any last tips?
Where can they find you? Oh, okay. The word, no, before everything, the word of the day.
Okay. My word of the day is
Very
always
important, that
simple,
word.
guys. Always simple. Just know your why. They're
Know
always,
your
they're-
why.
They know your why. There are always two whys.
Why?
Whatever you're doing something, it's either you're doing it because you are of external forces, means extrinsic motivation. You're motivated by people outside. But also, what I like the most is intrinsic motivation. What drives you to do whatever you do every day. Wake up in the morning. Just remember your why. It's gonna be your alarm.
Oh, okay. Okay, thank
Your
you
why
so
is
much.
gonna be your alarm.
Yeah.
That's the word of the day.
Yeah.
Where can they find you?
So yeah, on Facebook I'm Azame Mqokweni. Yeah, on Instagram I'm Azame Advocate 24, and also on TikTok I'm Azame Advocate 24. Then what else? Yeah.
What's up?
WhatsApp. Yeah.
Okay, that was it for today's episode. We out.
Thank you. Thank you. Sure,
Now they're shouting yes, when I come, when I pull up.